Hi guys, we're back with some more JBJ Jones and that meanie Jim's birthday. So where we left off is Junie B was getting sent to the principal's office and she was in trouble because she was trying to spin that Jim's head around. So let's see what happens. Principal is the boss of the school and he lives at the office. I have to go there when I am unruly. Unruly is the school word for not being ruly. There is a typing lady there and she's not allowed to smile. Do you think that's true? Sit down, she said, and she pointed at the blue chair. Yeah, only I don't actually like to sit there, remember? Because that is where the bad kids sit, and I'm not even bad, I explained. I explain this to her every time I'm there. The typing lady leaned over the counter at me, and she made her face look scary. What do you think her face looked like? Sit down, she said. I sat down. Then I pulled my frog jumper over my face so nobody could see. Pull your skirt back down, said the typing lady. Yeah, only I'm actually allowed to do this because I have on tights, I said. See them? They are green with little tadpoles on them. Just then I heard Principal's voice. Well, well, Junie B. Jones, what a surprise. My mouth dropped all the way open. Hey, how did you know it's me under here? You can't even see my face. Lucky guess, said Principal. After that, I uncovered my head, and me and him went in his office. I climbed up in the big wood chair, and Principal looked very tired, and he rubbed the sides of his baldy head. Okay, let's hear it. What's your story this time? He said. I sat up straight and tall. My story this time, by Junie B. Jones. Once upon a time, I did not get invited to a meanie boy's birthday, and I am the only one in all of room 9 who's not going. And so that's how come I was moving today. Only Mom brought me to school very stiff. And then I was a buzzing bee, only Crybaby William is a squealer, and Lucille won't be a good twin. And so then Mrs. yelled at me, and that's how come I had to twist Jim's head. And now I'm sitting here in this big wood chair. I folded my hands on my lap. The end. Principal put his head down on his desk. I peeked at him. Are you laying low? I whispered. He sat up again. Then he called my mother on the phone. Those two talk very often. This time they talked about the birthday party and how I'm not invited. After he hung up, Principal looked nicer at me. I guess sometimes we grown-ups think we're the only ones with the problems, he said. We forget that even when you're little, life can be tough. Can't it, Junie B? Yes, I said. Life can get your goat. What do you think that means? After that, me and him went out of his office, and he lifted me into the blue chair again. I want you to wait here a minute, he said. There's someone I have to talk to before I can get this settled. Yeah, only guess what? I don't want to sit in this chair, I explained, on account of this is where the bad kids sit, and I'm not even bad. Principal thought and thought. Then he snapped his fingers. I think I might have the perfect solution, he said. He went in his office and brought out a giant shopping bag. What if we hide you under here, he asked. If we hide you under this bag, no one will be able to see you at all. I jumped up and down very exciting, because hiding is my favorite thing in the world. Principal sat me down in the chair, and he put the giant shopping bag over my head. Hey, who turned out the lights? I said. Then I laughed and laughed, because that's called comedy. I bended my knees and pulled them under the bag, and I hugged them real tight. Now all you can see is the tippy toes of my shoes, I said, very happy. This is the perfectest solution I ever saw. And so how did you even think of this wonderful thing? I asked. Only Principal didn't answer me back. Why not? Because he was probably back in his office already. After that, I hided and hided inside of my bag. I hided a really long time. It was a jillion years, I think. Guess what? This is taking longer than a minute, I said. The typing lady did not answer me. Yeah, only guess what else? My knees are very bended and squished in here, I said. And so this isn't good for my circulation, probably. Just then, my legs started squirming all around because I was getting ants in my pants. Hey, doesn't anyone have ears? Get me out of here right now because I'm at the end of my rope in this thing. Plus, also, I'm getting ants in my... All of a sudden, someone yanked the bag right off my head. It was the scary typing lady. Pants, I said very soft. She took me back into the principal's office, and guess what? That Jim was in there. He was sitting in the big wood chair, and Principal was frowning at him. "Junie B, our friend Jim here has something he wants to say to you, don't you, Jim?" asked Principal. That meanie Jim didn't answer. He just was looking at his feet. Principal tapped his fingers. "We're waiting, Jim," he said. Then that Jim did a huffy breath, and he said, "I'm sorry." Principal raised his eyebrows. "Sorry for what, Jim? Tell Junie B what you're sorry for." That Jim stared at his feet some more. "I'm sorry I didn't give her an invitation to my party," he said, very grumpy. "But your mother told you to, didn't she, Jim?" said Principal. "Your mother told you to give an invitation to every single person in your class, but you got mad at Junie B and decided not to give her one. Isn't that right?" That meanie boy did his shoulders up and down. "I guess," he said real soft. Principal crossed his arms. "And so what are you going to do to fix the problem?" he asked. That Jim waited and waited. Then, all of a sudden, he got down from his chair and he held out an invitation to me. How do you think Junie B feels right now? How do you think that Jim feels? My stomach did a flippy flop. "For me? Is that really for me?" I said. Then I snatched that thing right out of his hand and I zoomed all around the room. "Oh boy," I said, "it's really for me. It's really for me. And so now I'm not the only one." I zoomed all around the big wood chair and Principal looked nervous at me. He hurried up and opened his door. Then I zoomed right out of there and I didn't stop till I got to room 9. What does she mean when she says that she's zoomed? What do you think she's doing? On Saturday, Mom woke me up from sleeping. "We have to go to the store and buy Jim a present," she said. I did a yawn. Yeah, only I don't really like him," I explained. "And so you can go by yourself and I will trust your judgment." I pulled the covers over my head and Mom pulled them off again. Then she made me get dressed and made me eat a banana. And then she made me go to the store with her. She held my hand and pulled me behind her. "Since we don't know what he already has, let's get him something unusual," she said. "Let's get him greasy, grimy gopher guts." "That's unusual," I said. Mom made a sick face. She pulled me through the store. We went past the bathroom stuff. I pointed. "That. Let's get him that," I said. "That is unusual." What do you think it is? Mom sucked in her cheeks. "We're not getting him a toilet brush," she said. She pulled me past the pet stuff. "That! Let's get him that!" I said. "That is unusual." But Mother said, "No choke chain." Just then she pulled me past the tools. That's when my eyes popped right out of my head. "Let's get him that, Mother! Look at that! I love that thing!" I ran to it speedy quick. "It's a tool belt, see? It's just like Grandpa Miller's, only it's made for little kids like me. See it, Mother? See? It's wonderful." Mother took it down off the shelf. "Look," I said, "it has a hammer and a screwdriver and some pliers and a flashlight and a level with a bubble in it. Plus also there's a pocket with little pretend nails in the front." I jumped all around. "Can I try it on? Please, please, please?" Mom shook her head no. "We're not shopping for you, Junie B. We're shopping for Jim, remember?" I know we're shopping for him," I said. "And so this can be for his birthday, only first I have to try it on, because me and him are probably the same size." Finally, Mother fastened the tool belt on me. "Ooh, it has Velcro," I said. "I love this sticky stuff. Can we buy it, please, Mom? Can we buy it and take it home to my house?" Mom thought and thought. "I know, Junie B." She said, "I don't know, Junie B. Something tells me this isn't a good idea. I'm afraid you'll want to keep it." "No, I won't. I won't want to keep it. I promise. I promise." And so finally, Mom gave it to me and she bought the wonderful tool belt. I held it on my lap all the way home in the car. Then I ran in the house and I zoomed to my room and I put that thing on again. "Now I can do odd jobs," I said, real thrilled. I took the hammer and tapped on the wall. Then I screwed the screw with the screwdriver. Plus also, I twisted my Teddy's nose off with the pliers. Only, I didn't mean to do that one. I patted his head. "Breathe through your mouth," I said. Just then, Mom's voice hollered to me. "Junie B, it's time to take your bath." I did a frown, because Mom was a little mixed up, I think. I hollered back, "Yeah, only I don't have to take a bath today on account of today is Saturday, and Saturday is my dirty day." Mom came in my room. I know today is Saturday, Junie B, but you're going to a birthday party, and when you go to a birthday party, you have to take a bath. Plus, we're going to have to wash and curl your hair. I backed up from her. No, I said, because nobody even explained that to me before. And so that doesn't even make sense on account of I don't like that kid. So how come I have to get clean for him? Mom looked at the end of her rope. What does she looked at the end of her rope mean? When you go to a party, you take a bath, period, she said. Then she left my room and she went to start the tub. I sat on my bed, very glum. Man, I said, that boy is ruining my whole Saturday. Mom hollered some more. Junie B, could you bring me the tool belt, please? I need to wrap it. Man, I said again, because I didn't want to give it to him. I looked down at it and I touched all the wonderful tools. I love this thing, I said real sad. I'm waiting, shouted Mom, but I still didn't take it to her. Just then I heard the bath water turn off and my heart got very pumpy. Oh no, because now she's going to come in and get me and she will take the tool belt away and she will wrap it for that mean guy. I jumped off my bed and run around the room. I gotta hide it, I gotta hide. I ran all over everywhere. Man, there's not even a good hiding place in this room, I said. Junie B, Mom yelled. I heard her feet. They were coming for me. Oh no, I said. Then all of a sudden, I quick grabbed my wonderful tool belt and I zoomed to my door and I tried to nail that thing shut with my hammer. Do you think that's gonna work? All right, those are our 2 chapters today. Let's see what's gonna happen tomorrow. Bye, guys.